What if everything you were taught about money is the exact reason you don't have any? What if working hard was never the answer, and the people telling you to save more are the same people who are broke? What if money isn't made by effort, it's made by value, and you've been pouring effort into the wrong bucket your entire life? In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down a way of thinking about money that most people will never hear, because the people who think this way don't teach it. They just get rich quietly while everyone else argues about hourly wages. Stay with me till the end, because by the time I'm done, you won't look at a paycheck the same way again. Money is a mirror, not a monster. Most people treat money like it's a moral test, like wanting more of it makes them greedy, or chasing it makes them shallow. That belief is the first chain you have to break. Money doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you already were, just louder. A generous person with money becomes more generous. A fearful person with money becomes more fearful. A disciplined person with money becomes more disciplined. So the real question was never, should I want more money? It's, who am I becoming while I chase it? People avoid wealth because they secretly believe wealth will corrupt them, when really they're just scared of becoming visible. Broke and hidden feels safer than rich and exposed. But hiding from money doesn't make you noble. It makes you powerless. Powerless to help your family. Powerless to walk away from a bad boss. Powerless to fund the idea that could change your life. Money amplifies capacity. It doesn't create character. It exposes it. So stop asking if money is good or evil. Start asking what you'll amplify once you have it. Because the version of you that's disciplined with $1,000 is the same version that will be disciplined with $1 million, just with more zeros and more consequences. Build the character first. The money will simply turn up the volume on whoever you already decided to be. You don't get paid for time. You get paid for value. Here's the lie you were sold. Work more hours, make more money. That's not how money works, and it never was. A doctor doesn't get paid for the 10 minutes it takes to write a prescription. They get paid for the 10 years it took to know what to write. Value isn't measured in hours, it's measured in outcomes. The person mopping floors and the person closing million-dollar deals both work 8 hours, but one produces a result worth $20, and the other produces a result worth $200,000. If you want more money without more time, you have to stop selling hours and start selling outcomes. That means solving a bigger problem for more people with more certainty and less effort on their part. The market doesn't pay for effort, it pays for impact. This is why some people work 60 hours and stay broke, while others work 4 hours and get rich. They attach themselves to a different unit of value. Stop asking, how many hours did I put in? Start asking, how much of a problem did I make disappear for someone else? The size of the problem you solve sets the ceiling on the money you can make. Small problems, small money. Massive problems, solved simply, that's where real wealth lives, waiting for someone brave enough to go get it. Speed is the real currency. Everyone's chasing money, but almost nobody is chasing speed, and speed is actually what makes the money. Every day you delay a decision, you're paying a tax you can't see. Waiting to start the business, waiting for the right time, waiting until you feel ready. That waiting isn't safety, it's the most expensive thing you'll ever do. Because time is the one resource you can't refund. Rich thinkers make decisions fast and change them slowly. Poor thinkers make decisions slowly and change them fast. That single reversal explains almost every gap in outcomes you'll ever see between two equally smart people. Speed compounds. The faster you launch, the faster you get feedback. The faster you get feedback, the faster you improve. The faster you improve, the faster the money shows up. Slow movers are still thinking about it, while fast movers are already 3 failures ahead and closing in on the win. Perfectionism isn't discipline. It's fear wearing a nice outfit. You don't need the perfect plan, you need enough motion to correct course while moving. Every year you wait to start is a year of compounding. You can never get back, not in money, not in skill, not in momentum. So the real question isn't what should I do? It's how fast can I start doing it? Reinvestment beats spending every single time. There are 2 types of people with money, those who spend to look rich, and those who invest to become rich. And you can spot the difference from a mile away. One buys things that lose value the moment they're purchased. The other buys skills, tools, and assets that lose nothing and often multiply. This is why some people earn a fortune and stay poor forever, while others earn modestly and end up wealthy. It was never about the income, it was about where the income went afterward. Every dollar has a job. Give it the wrong job, depreciation, ego, comfort, and it dies the moment you spend it. Give it the right job, education, tools, ventures, ownership, and it goes to work for you while you sleep. The uncomfortable truth is that looking rich and being rich are opposites. The people who look rich are usually financing the illusion, and the people who are actually rich look boring because their money is busy working instead of being worn. If you want to build real wealth, stop asking, what can this money buy me today? And start asking, what can this money become in 5 years? Consumption feels good for a moment. Reinvestment feels like nothing, until one day it changes everything. Skills compound faster than saving. People obsess over saving pennies while ignoring the one asset that actually multiplies without limit, their own skill. A savings account grows at a rate that barely beats inflation. A skill, once mastered, grows your earning ceiling every single year you use it, with no ceiling at all. You can't save your way to wealth because saving only protects what you already made. It doesn't create more. Skills create more. The person who learns to sell, negotiate, build, or lead isn't just adding a line to a resume. They're installing a machine inside themselves that prints opportunity for the rest of their life. Nobody can inflate away a skill. Nobody can recession-proof it out of your hands. Once it's in you, it's yours in every market, every economy, every version of your future. So instead of cutting another coffee out of your budget, invest that same energy into becoming someone more valuable. Read the book, take the course, do the hard project nobody else wants. Every skill stacked on top of another skill doesn't add value, it multiplies it. A person who can sell and build and lead isn't 3 times as valuable, they're exponentially more valuable because the combination is rare. Stop budgeting your way to wealth. Start skilling your way to it instead. Discomfort is the price tag on every big opportunity. Most people want the result without paying the entry fee, and the entry fee is always discomfort. Every big opportunity in existence is sitting behind a wall of awkward conversations, public failure, financial risk, and long stretches with no applause. People see the outcome and assume it was luck, timing, or connections, when really, it was just someone willing to sit in discomfort longer than everyone else who quit. Comfort and growth cannot occupy the same room at the same time. You either protect your comfort and stay exactly where you are, or you sacrifice it and grow into someone new. This is why the gap between rich and poor thinking isn't intelligence, it's tolerance. Tolerance for rejection, tolerance for being new and bad at something, tolerance for the silence before the results show up. The market rewards whoever is willing to endure the version of hard that everyone else runs from. So next time an opportunity feels uncomfortable, that discomfort isn't a warning sign telling you to stop. It's a price tag telling you this is worth something. Cheap opportunities feel easy and lead nowhere. Valuable opportunities feel heavy and lead everywhere. If it doesn't cost you anything, your ego, your comfort, your certainty, it probably isn't worth much either. What if everything you were ever taught about money is the exact reason you don't have enough of it? What if the hours you're putting in aren't the problem and they were never going to be the solution either? What if the people around you who are just getting by aren't unlucky, they're just thinking about money completely wrong and nobody ever corrected them? Let's start here. Money is not evil, and it's not the goal either. Money is a mirror. It doesn't change who you are, it reveals who you already were, just louder. Give a generous person money, they become more generous. Give a scared person money, they become more scared. So the real question isn't, should I chase money? It's who am I becoming on the way there? Most people hide from wealth because deep down they're not afraid of being rich. They're afraid of being seen. But hiding doesn't make you humble. It just makes you invisible and broke. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. You were told to work hard, clock in, put your time in, and you did. But you were never paid for your time. Nobody has ever been paid for time. You were paid for value. A person who solves a $10 problem gets $10. A person who solves a $10 million problem gets access to $10 million. Same 24 hours in the day. Completely different outcome because they attach themselves to a different size of problem. Stop measuring your day in hours worked. Start measuring it in problems destroyed. And while you're solving bigger problems, move faster while you do it. Because speed is the one currency nobody talks about, and it might be the most valuable one there is. Every day you wait for the perfect plan is a day you're not collecting feedback, and feedback is what actually builds the plan. Rich thinkers decide fast and adjust slowly. Everyone else decides slowly and then panics and changes their mind the moment it gets hard. Waiting isn't safety. Waiting is a tax on your future that you're paying every single day, in silence, without even noticing the withdrawal. Then, when the money finally starts coming in, and it will, if you follow this, don't do what almost everyone does with it. Don't spend it to look rich. Reinvest it to become rich. Those are opposites, even though they feel identical in the moment. Looking rich is expensive and temporary. Being rich is quiet and it compounds. Every dollar you touch has a job. Give it the wrong job and it disappears. Give it the right job and it multiplies while you sleep. But before any of that, there's a machine you need to build inside yourself. And that machine is called skill. Savings protect what you already have. Skill creates what you don't have yet, and it never stops compounding. Nobody can inflate it away from you. No recession can take it. Once you can sell, once you can lead, once you can build, you carry a printing press inside you that works in any economy, in any country, in any version of the future. And through all of it, understand this, every single opportunity worth having is hiding behind discomfort. The awkward conversation, the public failure, the long stretch of silence before anyone claps for you. That discomfort isn't a sign to stop. It's the price tag. Cheap opportunities feel easy and go nowhere. Expensive opportunities feel heavy and lead everywhere. So the next time something feels hard, don't run from it. That's usually the exact moment you're standing right in front of the thing you ask for. None of this required luck. None of it required a head start, a connection, or permission from anyone. It required a different way of seeing the same dollar everyone else was already holding, seeing it as a mere